You would think, how would a licensed professional jeopardize all these years of going to school, working so hard to get that license? Well, two answers to that. One is if you graduate at the bottom of your class and you pass the bar, you're still a lawyer. If you graduate at the bottom of your class and you're a doctor, you're still called a doctor. It does not matter. So you could be really bad at what you do, and the only thing you could do is maybe that. That's one aspect. But a lot of them were not bad doctors, or they weren't even bad lawyers. It was easy money. So what happens is they get an opportunity to make easy money on the patterns. They're charming. They are likable. I can tell you, I liked all of them. They were interesting people. Okay. It was just fascinating the way their brain worked and how they justified it to themselves. And what they're doing is really not a crime, and they meant no harm. And it's just paperwork. I wasn't harming the patient, right? They made no connection between how these lies and the false billing and the false medical records could harm the patient, especially with the doctors. If I told them you are harming the patient, they'd be like, no, I'm not. We're not harming them. We're not providing the service.
Right.
I'm like, how do you think that exactly? So they're extremely charming. They're extremely likable. They're very articulate, which is how they get away with it, how they can get all these associations and get people to work with them and send them clients and do all this stuff. But the other thing that's really interesting about them is that they start having a lifestyle that they want to maintain. So if you make $2 million as a chiropractor, or $3 million as an anesthesiologist, pain management annually, just doing nothing other than writing prescriptions.
Yeah, they're making millions a year.
Millions in kickbacks just from one source. Forget about the other source that's getting them kickbacks. Writing a prescription, you're making $3 million. Doing a referral, you're making another $1 million. So it's so easy. You don't have to do any work. You don't have to put up with the patient. You don't have to see all these people. You start having a certain lifestyle, and then you want to maintain that lifestyle. And then after a while, your conscience kicks in and you're like, maybe this is a bad idea, but it's too little too late because you're used to that lifestyle. And I've actually had that conversation with a very prolific one who said, look, I said, how could you? You went to a really good school. You were really good at what you do. Why? He goes, well, the money was too good. And at some point, by the time I realized that maybe what they're doing is a little bit hinky and maybe this isn't appropriate, I had a lifestyle to maintain and a mistress to maintain, or whatever was going on with that particular physician. But it was fascinating to me because it was always about the money. It was the money that got him, the money that kept him, the money that helped them justify keep doing it. I mean, think about it. You have a brain surgeon who is a specialist, probably making $750,000 a year. He's the only one in his field. And then you have a guy who is not even seeing patients, making $2 million writing scripts. I mean, come on. If you think about it, it's kind of a really good deal. It just becomes too easy. It's easy money. You get a kickback per patient. You adopt your lifestyle. Then you start delegating a lot of your responsibilities to your medical assistant, to other people. And I mean, who doesn't want to make millions of dollars and do nothing, Tina? So that's how they get into it. But I have to tell you, not one of them went into it thinking they're going to commit fraud. They all thought, this is too good to be true. This is wonderful. What an opportunity. And nobody said, this is too good to be true. Maybe you should take a step back. Then they get the money and the money starts rolling in that it becomes really hard to step away from. And it was really interesting because when I questioned them, I would tell them, are you telling me you didn't know? You're not a stupid person. How could you not know? This is your responsibility. You know your responsibility about billing, about telling the truth. Da, da, da. Yes. So he goes, well, I suppose I knew. Okay, yeah, all right. I didn't. Okay, I get it. I see how it appears to you. I said, well, you have two choices. Either you're stupid and incompetent or not. Pick a lane. Well, I'm not stupid. Excellent. I think we picked our lane.